This episode has been brought to you by CompleteNutra.com, whole family nutrition.
The other thing I'm hearing is that I think a lot of people give trying to achieve excellence. They try to say just nobody's perfect. So it's like they're not actually going to try to strive for it. So there's a very few people that actually strive for perfection. But when you strive for perfection, you do hit excellence a lot.
Right.
You know, as long as we can keep our mind to where we're not mean to ourselves if we're not perfect, you know, we have to be nice to ourselves if we're not, you know what I mean, too?
Yeah, and that is something that does get lost sometimes. And, you know, I've seen so many friends and colleagues, like, growing up who, you know, would get super down on themselves or, like, really stuck in the body image thing with ballet. And, like, it's something that can totally ruin it for you. Like, they just end up quitting and, like, quitting something that they worked really hard for and loved so much, but it's just like, you know, the negativity of it got to them and they don't, you know, they had to stop pursuing it. So I think it's
especially if it's in your tight knit group. If people are being too critical, or how is your, like, community of the people you dance with? Are people really uplifting and helping each other out? Is it that kind of an environment?
The environment I'm in now is very uplifting. Like, we're just we're such a small group that we really need each other. You know, there's really not any competition, like, no evil competition for
That's
sure.
Awesome.
You know,
that's
because
nice.
It's because we're a family because we're 10 or 11 people and we travel together. We, you know, support each other and you know, I've got some great bosses and they really try to cultivate, like, a supportive environment.
Awesome.
But, you know, in general, the ballet environment can be pretty vicious, especially
and
like
brutal.
You know, brutal, like growing up, you know, you are competing constantly with your colleagues because, you know, to get a job in this industry is very difficult. So, and you're basically, when you're hired into a dance company, usually it's like on a contract for a year basis, usually, unless you're a freelance dancer and then you just do projects. But yeah, so it's like every year you're reevaluated. And, like, you know, I remember in other companies I was in, like, dancers would get fired for ridiculous things. Like, you know, oh, you got injured this year and, like, we don't know if you can handle next season, so we're going to let you go. Or, like, you put on too much weight, or, you know, it's just like, and these are individuals who, like, just are so hardworking and talented and special and, like, would just be so much more appreciated in, like, any other industry you would think. But, like, just ballet dynamics sometimes and in specific places can be so hardcore that the competition is just, like, insane.
This is why one of the big lessons in life in the entertainment industry is not letting anybody else tell you who you are. Learning that lesson.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Because, I mean, if you have a strong sense of who you are and, like, what you're capable of, like, that's going to show. And people will try, especially, like, manipulative, like, you know, people who like to make other people feel bad about themselves. They're going to look for the weakness of people who are not self-assured and who are seeking approval. And if you're someone who's truly confident, like, they're not going to be able to get to you.
Right.
And so they'll leave you alone.
Yeah, exactly. Right. When you stand up to the bully doesn't want to mess with you anymore.
Yeah, exactly.
Thank you for joining us for the Healthy and Family Show. Visit our website at healthyandfamily.com. That's healthyandfamily.com to see what all the other doctors, experts, and real moms have to say about keeping your whole family healthy. This episode has been brought to you by CompleteNutra.com, whole family nutrition, and aired on the Goldstone Network. People, planet, future.